campaign that we came up with was the concept of flower arrangements. So what I'm going to show you is
Really? There we go.
yeah.
Now, I don't think I have the flower arrangements on there. I have the dashboard.
You have the dashboard, you don't have the flower. Okay.
No.
So what I do is either you have to have the flower arrangement in place, or you have to have it here and say, okay, if you take a look at these flower arrangements, and then you show a few of them, and you say, you can see these are very cute items. The purpose of these flower arrangements, we started it as a pilot. We gave it to a few of our doctors. They bought 2 or 3 of them, and they took it to the retailers around the office. So what they do is they would go to a Subway or a deli or a coffee shop or a dry cleaners or a manicure place, and they ask them simply, do you mind if we put this flower arrangement on your front counter? And that's the simplicity of the request. In exchange, you can offer them, we will give you free cleaning, free teeth whitening, free whatever it is to you and all of your employees once a year. So that way you're getting new patients walk into your office as well.
Right.
At the same time, there is no obligation on their part. They just simply put this flower arrangement on the front counter, and anybody who's interested will pick up the cards as they see them. There is no more work than that needed to be done. It is a much stronger form of marketing because it's pull marketing as opposed to push marketing. You're not pushing it onto anybody. Anybody who's interested will pick it up. So there is very little waste connected to it. It's a very highly efficient system. Only people that are interested will pick it up. Somebody will not pick it up just for the hell of it.
Interesting. Push marketing is pull marketing is supposed to push marketing.
That's correct.
Interesting.
They're looking at that themselves,
Right.
right? So the concept was very simple. You are creating another distribution center that doesn't cost you anything. There is a very little investment in these flower arrangements. It's a one-time expense. It's a few bucks that you invest in it, and the cards are again very nominal investment. So it's a very inexpensive form of distributing this message to the people that are interested.
Okay.
And the theory was, and what has worked out, because what happened is doctors started buying 25 of these at a time. We have doctors that buy 50 or 100 of these. The theory is very simple. If I have 25 or 50 or 100 of these in all these different outlets around my office, if I get one client per flower arrangement per month, I have 25, 50, 100 new patients coming to my office per month. So you're playing the numbers game. One may work, one may not work, and you see from the dashboard who's working, who's not. So if somebody is not distributing anything, you just go pick up the flower arrangement from there and then go put it someplace else. Again, very little waste, very efficient, no investment, virtually no investment, and a high conversion rate. And if you only get one, it pays for the flower arrangement and everything else combined for a long time. Make sense?
Great.
So that became another project for us, doing it through the flower arrangement. Another campaign that has shown to be very successful, in fact this is the most successful campaign that we have done so far, are our mailers. Now if you're like most offices, over the years you've been here, you have a few thousand charts. You may have 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 5,000 charts. Some of these are active, some of it are inactive. Usually if you're like most offices, 20% is active, 80% are inactive.
Right.
And of the 20% that are active, quite a few have moved. So if you have 5,000 charts, you have 1,000 active, 4,000 inactive, and out of the 1,000, quite a few have moved. So most doctors recognize the importance of mailing to these charts, because what happens is in a lot of these charts, you made a lot of treatment plan presentations. A patient may have started on that treatment plan, may have done a small part of it, but didn't continue. Or they never started that treatment plan. They said, let me think about it, they never came back. So there are potentially hundreds of thousands of dollars or millions of dollars sitting in your charts. Most doctors like to type into that because these are the patients that they already know you.
Right.
They just need to come back and continue with their work. The problem is when you do a mailer to these thousands or thousands of people, because a lot of these people have moved, you get so many rejects from the post office that the doctor says, oh, look at all the waste.
Right.
So that's a major point of discouragement. In order to solve that problem, what a lot of doctors do, they say, you know what, let me put in Mrs. Smith or the current resident. So
Right.
at least the post office doesn't reject it back to me. The liability of that is now both Mrs. Smith and the current resident know that what they received in the mail is a promotional piece.
Mm-hmm.
So 90% of that gets tossed into the trash can, right?
Right.
Because you know it's a promotional piece,
Right.
right? So that was the problem that is the problem that most doctors face. And we were looking at the same problem. How do we tap into this great source of treatment plan acceptance, tap into people that already know us well, bring them back in for some with some offer or some incentivization, and be able to see them again.
Right.
And we finally came up with a solution. We stumbled on a solution a few months ago, and this is our solution. We came up with these mailers, and this is our mailer. What you see here is your address, the patient's address, and the stamp. But now you're looking at the offer, and you're looking at the complete mailer exactly as the patient will receive it. And you can see, you immediately see that this is a gift card.
Right.
We surveyed this. 100% of the people that we surveyed said that they will open this envelope. And you can see why,
Yeah.
right? It's a gift card. It
Yeah.
looks like a gift card. It's like actually a higher quality than Neiman Marcus or Tiffany's or any of these other gift cards that are sold out there. And it is. It's more valuable as well. It's worth a few $100s.
Yeah.
And now we're tapping into what I said. When you do a mailer, out of the 10,000, 9,900 gets thrown in the trash can and 100 gets opened up.
Right.
So now you have the 100 that gets opened up or 1,000 that gets mailed. Each single one of them are being opened up.
Okay.
And because they're being opened up, because the message is being read, because the patient sees that it's a gift card, then you get the high conversion again working.
Okay.
The message is very simple. What we do, as you can see, is a very high quality insert. This is wax paper. The paper that is used is high quality liquid paper, right? And the message is very simple. Dear patient, please come back. And whatever the excuse is, it could be a birthday, it could be just here's a gift for you to come and see us again. We haven't seen you in some time. And by the way, here's a card for one of your friends. So what we do is with every mailer, we put a card on the front and we put a card on the inside. The outside card is existing patients only. The inside card is new patients only. So you're tapping into your existing source as well as getting a referral from your existing source.
Nice.
And you're getting your message read by everyone that you're intending it to. And now you can do many things with this. A patient comes in for the free teeth whitening, it's for $200 or $300. You say, by the way, I'm looking at your chart, you never took care of this crown, it's $1,000.
Right.
Why don't I apply that the credit here towards that crown and let me take care of your crown? You can the subsequent actions that can be done once the patient comes back to your office are many, and you can go many different directions just the moment that the patient comes back to your
That's
office.
great. So you can basically apply that value to whatever you want,
Correct. If you want to do it that way.
if you want to do it that way. Okay.
And again, the variation of this could be many different ways. You can you can give other offers to the existing patients. You can just put one card and bring new patients that you're interested in. You can filter your charts any which way you want. The idea is it's a very high quality mailer going to a high quality database.
Right.
We have doctors that we co-op a doctor with a dentist. And now the doctor puts his card on the outside, the dentist goes inside, and the doctor can recommend the dentist to his database, and vice versa. The dentist puts his card on the outside and recommend a plastic surgeon or a chiropractor or what have you on the inside. So now you can do cost sharing on some of these expenses. And it becomes very attractive to do mailers in different ways, right? So the concept of the mailers is it can go to different directions beyond just a simple recalling of your database. Okay? And this is a very successful campaign. We had a doctor, we have done this for many doctors now, it's a standard item for us now. We did it one for a doctor in North Hollywood. He had 1,700 charts. Dr. Afar, we sent it to his database. In the first week, he got 82 patients.
Wow.
And in about a month and a half, he had over 200 patients
Wow.
called in to come into his office. So it's a very unique way of tapping into a database and getting people reactivated. And it's very fast. is much faster than the flower arrangements and handing out cards to patients as they leave the office. That's a much slower process. This is a much faster. This immediately creates results, and you see your phone's ringing and all the other features of the card. It takes activation, and the dashboard starts showing you results right away.
Right.
Okay.